already getting skipped frames.
Skip it, daddy. Skip it harder, daddy.
I'm even running off a single monitor this time. I'm not even splitting monitors to make sure that we don't get skipped frames in. Hello and welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast, the podcast where every week we talk about films and other such things. We're going to talk about a movie that even the posters for it are horrendous. So I couldn't find a proper poster to put on the screen, so I put that JPEG there.
It's not as bad. It has a lot of issues, but I still don't think you understand what I mean by gutter trash.
This is still
It's
gutter
okay.
trash, though. It's still gutter trash. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah, it's a bad movie, but not for the things you think it is.
Well, we're going to talk about a robot in the family, or a robot called Gold Digger for whatever reason, because it's got two names.
Also, yeah, well, of course, like in the back of every good movie.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out something.
Go on.
The game, the movie actually mentions that the name is Gold Digger.
No, they call him Gold Digger, but it has two titles. So.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that later on. Now that there's a lot of news this week, there's bits, but we're going to talk about what we did during the week, and then we're going to talk about this film, supposed cinematic masterpiece that is a robot in the family. But tell me, sir, what you did this week. Did you do anything of note?
Well, I saw a movie. See, I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead. So I was actually thinking I had 9 movies lined up for you for this week.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe 2 of them you could have guessed.
Okay.
Maybe. The other I was like, nah. So I ended up actually searching a lot, and I found a movie that's actually worse than Manhunt.
That's a very high bar to cross, to be honest.
Oh, it did.
Oh no.
It really did. And I'm gonna make you watch it. Trust me, it's painful. Even worse than this.
Oh no.
No redeeming qualities. No redeeming qualities.
This is gonna be exceptional. I could just feel it.
Oh, trust me, you have no idea what I fucking found for you. Even I was surprised by the time I found it. I was like, what the fuck is... Oh my god, this is horrendous. But there is another thing. The other thing I did was I watched Jack Ryan, the TV series.
That's apparently pretty good.
It's okay.
I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but apparently it's all right.
It's... Wait, well... I've read the books.
Yeah.
And I've read the books, and the books, well, it's not the same. It's, how should I put it? Jack Ryan was always like an American style, the combination between John Wayne and James Bond. He was a little bit different. I don't hate it.
Wasn't there a Tom Cruise film with him?
And there's 2 of them, if I remember correctly.
But there's only one with Cruise, though.
I don't even fucking remember. Wait, weren't there 2 Tom Cruise, Jack Ryan movies?
No, there's just one, and then the other's with John Krasinski, I think. Or is the series with John Krasinski? I'm not even sure.
Well, okay, to be fair, the Hunt for the Red October, the Patriot games and shit like that is still based off the works for him.
Okay. Nope.
No, it wasn't a Jack Ryan movie, the one you're thinking about, and Tom Cruise.
No, but there is a Tom Cruise Jack Ryan film. I know that for a fact.
No, it's a Chris Pine one. I'm literally looking at the movies. Chris Pine. And Ben Affleck in The Sum of All Fears. Yeah, I know. What you're thinking about is probably the other one, which is different because it's not really Jack Ryan. It's circa 2018. Yeah, I also thought the same back in the time. That one has 2 movies though.
Jack Ryan.
It's Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher. I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, there's 2 of them there.
Okay,
Which,
the Hunt for the Red October, where Sean Connery played a Russian man. I forgot about that bit. It's a good bit. It's a great bit.
other things. What else did I do? Oh, I was thinking about purchasing Desperado 3, so I downloaded the demo. I'll probably play it later. We'll see
Okay.
how it is. Been playing a shit ton of Persona.
I noticed,
Because
yeah.
of course I was.
My
Because
Steam
of
kept
course I
popping
was.
up with you playing Persona.
You should play Persona. You enjoy it.
I'll see. The whole turn-based
It's
thing really puts me off.
but it's fucking easy and fast.
Does it have auto
You also have
battles?
all, of course, but it only does physical.
Oh,
That one's really important.
okay.
I mean, it's pretty good. It's genuinely as good as I remember it, with few exceptions, because this is the Golden. I didn't play Golden, I played the original Persona 4, so Golden's a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 new additional arcanas, some of the things are changed. Also, for some reason, I can't seem to be able to find the fucking Sunday morning news, morning telemarketer, because that one's really important, because I can just skip through a fucking social link with it, and I prefer to do it that way, but alas, poor Yorick, I'm not as lucky. Other than that, oh, I bought myself Torchlight 3.
That's a good game.
7 minutes I spent on the game. No, it isn't.
It's a bad game?
It's free. It's free. It's fucking dog shit.
Because I thought
7 minutes
because I
and I
thought
asked for a
you were very impressed with 2.
7 minutes and I
Okay.
asked for a refund. That's rare for me. 7
Oh,
minutes.
oh no.
Let me explain like this. The geniuses decided to release the game in early access. Fair enough. Okay, I can live with that. Then they decided to do it online only,
Okay.
and the servers are not working.
Oh. But why would you release it as an early access title when
Because it's a cash grab. Because it's a cash grab. This game will not go outside early access. It's probably gonna get cancelled.
didn't Diablo 3 initially do that where they had to have you
No,
constantly
no, no, no.
online?
Well, Diablo is an online game, so that's fine. But the servers were still working,
No, that's a good point.
and beta was fine. To release Diablo 3, I mean, you can excuse that, but this is not released Torchlight 3. This is early access, and the servers were offline. So I spent like fucking 4 lines of my feedback to Steam support, yelling and screaming. How the fuck is this shit acceptable?
Just banging on the keyboard.
It took me like a fucking week or so to get the goddamn fucking refund.
A
Jesus,
week.
I just
Jesus.
yeah.
Every time I've submitted a refund on Steam, it's given it to me like within hours usually.
Want to try something? Want
What?
to switch off the cameras because I think it's the cameras that are being issuing this shit.
Yeah, hold on, give me 2 seconds, I guess. We'll turn off the cameras, which might actually make my life easier as well for the night, which means I can enlarge this robot on the whole screen. Because right now the cameras are giving us a lot of guff. So I'll even remove the window capture. And hopefully that won't cause too much of a ruckus.
Yeah. I hope it's much better now.
Am I like breaking up?
Uh,
Okay, I've turned off the camera. No, you've disappeared.
Oh yeah, I've turned off the camera.
Oh no, I'm saying okay. I thought you disappeared from the call for a second.
No. Other than that, I mean, I've been checking out the new Steam event.
There's a Steam
Funny
event?
shit. Yeah.
Huh.
They were promoting indie developers for a couple of days. There was some interesting games in it. EA is coming back to fucking Steam, and it's goddamn fucking hilarious with their slogans and shit, and no one buys that. Especially when you can now pre-order FIFA 21 for 55 quid.
How much?
55.
That's. Uh.
Give me a minute. I want to see what the pre-purchase gives you.
Why is it £55?
Oh, you can also get the Ultimate Edition plus limited time bonus for 80.
Yeah, but they're gonna rinse you with like
Up to 3 rare gold packs, one per week for 3 weeks. Cover star loan item for 5 foot matches. Foot ambassador player pick. Choose one of 3 player items for 3 foot matches. Special edition foot kits and stadium items. This is for the standard edition. Now, for the last one, limited time bonus. An untradeable foot 21 wants to watch item. Uh,
They're going to rinse you with microtransactions as it is. I don't understand why.
I want to point out 3 days of early access. Fucking stellar. Up to 24 rare gold packs, 2 per week for 12 weeks. Cover star loan item for 5 foot matches. Okay. Career mode, homegrown talent, a local youth prospect with world class potential. Jesus Christ. Foot ambassador player pick, yada yada. Special edition foot kits. So basically, you're getting absolutely nothing for this shit.
Do you remember, like, when you
Kill
would
me.
play FIFA back in the day, and you wouldn't
Yeah.
hope that you get a golden Frank Lampard. You would just get Frank Lampard, and you'll put him on your team.
Give me a second,
What
because I think
happened
this.
to that? What happened to I have the
Oh,
player, he is on my
can
team now?
you restart the OBS, because we're still on the screen. Aren't you checking this shit?
No, we shouldn't be.
We are. I'm currently watching it with Frozen.
No, it's gonna go away in a sec. I've transitioned it to what it is. If I restart OBS, we'll have to restart the whole recording.
Oh, god damn it. So I mean, I don't fucking care. I play Football Manager, so I'm fine either
Yeah,
way. But for people who bite this shit, like, I pity you guys. What the fuck is wrong with you?
yeah. Why would you do that?
Uh, you have your Madden pre-orders, your fucking NBA 21K, 21K, 2K21. Your other shit, Star Wars Squadron, which looks fine for what it is right
For
now.
the we're talking about the EA thing.
Yeah, the pre-purchases, and honestly, Rocket Arena, which I'm
The
gonna say
kids
this,
game?
yeah, it doesn't look as bad.
No, I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying that EA put on an hour-long presentation to present 5 games,
Uh,
one of which was a re-release on Switch, on the Switch, and the other one was something completely different.
Also, you could get the Andromeda for half price.
Nobody wants to play Andromeda though.
Well, supposedly they fixed it, but no one
They
fucking cares
haven't
about it.
fixed it. It's
Go on.
the way things go with games now. Once people get
No,
really
no, no,
sour
no.
on it,
They fixed it. Apparently, they fixed most of the issues, most of them. And Apex coming to Steam, even though no one gives a shit.
Apex and to Switch as well.
No one gives a shit. Other than that, I mean, it's been a quiet week, I guess. Nothing special. Oh, I think I watched a couple other movies, none of which were any good.
Eh. I watched Adam's Family Values.
The fuck's that?
It's the second Adam's Family live-action film from the newer ones, from the ones from the '90s
Ah.
with Raul Julia.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you should
That's
watch both. They're very light to watch, very easy to digest, and there's a lot of scene chewing in them, so they're quite good. Especially the second one. I kind of prefer it over the first, only because it's got a lot of good jokes in it. But I didn't really do much else. I played a bunch of Dota. I'm at the Spider Mastermind in Doom. And boy,
But,
let me tell you, on the highest difficulty, that boss is a bitch even with everything maxed out.
well, no, that boss is fucking easy as shit, bro. What the fuck?
No, I know, but getting hit
The
in that
master-
game sometimes feels cheap because the boss all of a sudden will just have the stretchy limbs and hit you from the other end of the arena.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking hit scan. What the fuck did you expect?
Yeah. But
The thing dies to one BFG blast. It's fucking bad. That's
it
probably
doesn't.
one of the worst. It does. It does generally die from a single BFG blast. You just need to get a little bit lucky with the rolls, but other than that, you need to focus your BFG shots.
But
Then again, I'm pretty sure I'm speaking like fucking foreign at this point.
I don't know anymore. Did I
I
tell you
used to
that I
beat that
got
boss in
tickets?
I used to beat that boss in another 15 seconds.
Did I tell you that I got tickets to
I
Bulgaria?
think it was. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and my parents the other day sent me an article saying that the quarantine is gone. You know, the 2 week thing,
Yeah,
where if
no.
you came from the UK, you would have to cancel. Not you would have to sit for 2 weeks, but now it's gone. Yesterday, they sent me another article saying that the quarantine is not gone, and I was like, just can people just make up their fucking minds? So
Nah.
so far, I'm
I
going
don't
to be
think so.
spending 2 weeks at home. Um,
Well, wow.
that's no big
Just
deal.
wow. It's because we're not spending fucking weeks at home right now.
Exactly.
Yay.
Uh,
Um.
but
Oh yeah, got
oh,
myself Winter War Tactics Club, which is pretty nice.
I yeah, I've literally done nothing this week. I've tried to sort of fix my sleeping schedule,
I destroyed mine.
and I think I
In
actually made
Persona.
it worse.
No,
Because
I genuinely destroyed mine.
last night it was like 3:30, and we were like, "All right, boys, that's the last Dota game for the night. I'm gonna try and go to bed." It wasn't until 6 that I actually fell asleep.
Hmm.
But it's fine now. Okay, the stream should be back to normal. By the way,
Yeah.
there
Just
should
double
be
check.
there should be the big robot on the screen.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Other than that, hmm, got any news?
Yeah, let's get some news done. I have some news that is about to happen, and let me just quickly open up my right. A Train to Busan sequel got a new trailer,
Oh,
and you know how the first one was a pretty dour sort of light on humor, people trapped in the train sort of film.
yes.
Well, this second one is just balls to the wall, fucking post-apocalypse driving trucks. It stopped being a thingy
Well, like
dour
I told
film.
you,
It looks like they're having a shitload of fun with it, and it's gonna be like a crazy, crazy action film, and not so much a
yeah,
zombie film.
and that's what I said the last time.
Yeah,
Remember when I saw the trailer?
I'm okay with that.
We'll see. Also, this dropped like some time ago.
What's
Dave
that?
Franco's Dave Franco's directorial debut called The Rental.
Okay.
It looks fine. It's not great, but it looks fine. I'll give it a watch.
Also,
Okay.
Ian Holm passed away.
I know, I saw. Well, can't
I
do shit
saw
about that.
that, and I was sad. As if we don't
Everybody's
have enough shit to put up with now. Now I have to put up with Ian Holm passing
I
away.
fucking hate this modern day style of, oh my god, someone passed away, let's make a big news out of it. Jesus Christ, the guy was like, what, 80,
88.
84?
Yeah.
88, like, what the fuck did you expect for him to outlive you?
Yeah. Also, I started right before we were started recording. I was watching the Elder Scrolls, the Lord of the Rings reunion,
Uh,
where the cast got together to do a podcast.
and?
It's pretty good so far. It's a bit cheesy, but it's pretty good. It's for a charity thing. They did it a couple of weeks ago. I was meant to watch it then, but I never got the chance. So I was watching it. It's everybody from the first trilogy, even
Oh.
fucking like every like the Lady Rider's there. Uh, Peter Jackson's there. Josh Gad is hosting it. Then all the Hobbits are there. Orlando Bloom's there. Viggo Mortensen's there. Sean Bean's there. Andy Serkis is there. Fucking Ian McKellen's there as well. So yeah, it's just a massive Zoom call, and they're like tripping over each other, and it's a good time. But and even the gentleman who we're going to talk about later is there too, because he played Gimli, didn't he?
Of course.
Yeah,
He played a lot of
he
things.
played a lot of
Also,
things.
I still find fucking joy the moment you realize that they had to stand on chairs because John Rhys Davis is fucking 2 meters
Yep,
tall,
he's a big boy.
and he
He's
and
tall.
he and he and he had to be on his knees
Yeah,
for him to actually. Oh, it's just fucking hilarious to me.
yeah. Apparently it was an issue to do the whole force perspective with him because he was so tall.
And that's why you don't see Gimli in any standard shots below the waist.
Or when he's walking, it looks kind of awkward because he's probably either in a little ditch, like to be
No,
shorter, or he's on his knees.
no, but I think they used doubles for that one
Yeah.
because you see him walk is usually in the back.
Good times.
Hey,
But no,
same.
apart from the E3 thing and these two things that we talked about just now.
Yeah,
Also,
you
yeah,
should.
Skate. Everybody's excited for Skate 4 being announced.
Nice.
Dearest friends, Skate 4 is only announced, and the guys that are going to develop it got the announcement during the presentation. So don't get your hopes up for the game coming out anytime soon. Knowing EA, they might cancel it.
I don't think they're in the habit of canceling games. I think they've just
EA.
shilled out.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah, they
shit. They'll
usually.
shit out. They'll shit out a trash product, and then they'll just get it
Yeah, they'll shill. They'll
shafted,
shill it.
and
Yeah,
they'll just
pretty
completely
much.
destroy the studio that's
So
behind
just
it.
you get your fucking game. Although I hope it's everything you asked for.
Yeah,
Otherwise, yikes.
Star Wars looks. I mean, it looks good graphically.
Squad,
Yeah,
the Squadron one.
yeah.
Yeah, that one actually looks really decent. It reminds me a lot of. Oh, that was the shit game, the shit show that surpassed Duke Nukem 3D in false advertising. No Man's Sky. Sorry, No Man's Lie.
No Man's Lie. Who that is finally now since it came out, it is now what they promised it to
Well,
be.
well, no, it was a little bit earlier, but no one gives a shit.
Yeah, it's good. It's because they shelved it out early. Sony made them put it out earlier than they wanted to put it out. But yeah, I mean it's a Star Wars game. It's gonna sell regardless of how bad or good it looks.
Yeah,
Battlefront 1 is the perfect example, and that game was a fucking trash fire. So,
pretty much.
but yeah, I'm trying to look at other things apart from all the memes that we got about the PS4, PS5, sorry, and the Xbox. There is one really good one. I'll try and find it really quick. There's a JoJo one. Memes.
Konotea Jojo.
No, 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 no. Hold on. Let me. Right, there's this one. Okay, so there's there's this one that I just sent to you,
Eh,
and there is where the hell is it? Okay, Xbox. There's an Xbox slash PS5 JoJo meme, and oh, there it is. There it is. But apart from that, not much else is going on in the world right now. Yeah. Again, a bit of a quiet week. Then again, I had somebody ask me like, why don't we cover this, this, and this? I'm like, because we're not professionals and we only kind of cover the things that we want to cover.
wait, what do you mean by this, and this?
Somebody was asking me like, this happened and this happened. I'm like,
Oh, the modern political stuff.
not
Because that's
even not even that other shit. I'm like, well, go cover
honestly,
you go cover
I'll
it.
I'll be honest. This is some fucking dangerous ground to tread.
Yeah.
I choose not to.
Oh, there's a
So
there's a new clip got released for the Justice League Snyder cut where you actually see Darkseid in it.
fuck them. I want to point out that just Injustice God Amongst Us is free, the first
At
one.
the moment, yes, but I already own it, so
I just got it.
it's a good fighting game though. It's their first attempt at a like the Eastern style of fighting game where it's block by putting and it has like two control schemes as well. Like one's for the Mortal Kombat folks and one's for the Street Fighter folks, where you could do like half circles and button combos to do combos and shit. And if you have the Ultimate Edition, try General Zod. He's overpowered. He is very overpowered. I'm not sure how much they've actually done with that. Well, the Flash is the most overpowered character in that game, for in the fighting game community sense. But
Honestly, I don't give a shit. I probably just own. I own it on principle. I'll probably not play it. I mean,
yeah,
it's free.
I've got
It's
it.
free. Right?
Yeah, but I bought it back in the day for like a fiver on sale because I really wanted to play it on my old laptop that could barely run it. So I just played through the story.
I mean, the story's fine.
Yeah.
The Last of Us 2 popped up.
Yeah.
Last night I watched the cinematics.
It's a gorgeous looking game. I'll give them that. They've pushed the PS4 to its fucking limits.
It's fine by me.
What I also
Oh,
say is,
they also said that Cyberpunk 2077 is gonna be backwards compatible with PlayStation 4 and shit.
yes, and it got delayed to November.
Well, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, if it's CD Projekt Red, let them delay it. They know what they're doing. Apart from the combat in Witcher 2. Uh,
And Witcher 1 and fucking a lot of things, but let's go with that one.
yeah, the apparently The Last of Us 2 is very boring as well.
Of course it is the
Pe-
Last of Us game. I'm sorry.
people have said that it's very boring and it's very slow and not very fun. To which one of the developers came out and said that they weren't aiming for fun.
Yeah, and the story is kind of dipshit. And people who actually watch the cinematics, they know what I mean.
Is Joel even in this one?
I will not spoil,
Okay, don't spoil.
because I know exactly what happens, and I'm not particularly happy.
I mean,
It was a fucking cop out half the time.
the first game ended really well, and they could have just left it at that.
Well, they didn't, and people wanted more.
The ending and the whole story to the first game was actually really good, but
Well, the DLC kind of explained
muddled
some of the
things.
shit.
Yeah.
No, it didn't muddle. It actually explained a lot.
Yeah. But not much else is going on. Oh yeah, the you know how I said that Josh Gad did the Lord of the Rings thing? He also did a Ghostbusters one where he reunited the old cast together for a podcast.
Oh,
So that is also up on the channel. So where they get together for charity, they talk a little about the history of the film, and that's about it. New Jurassic World starting to film again in July. Dune is getting extra footage done in August. And we're getting the Batman and the Justice League Snyder Cut. More information about them during a convention in August. Taking
fair.
place on Saturday, August 22nd, the 24-hour event is set to feature special programming panels and content reveals. So, yeah. Oh, fucking, and we're supposed to get information about the Suicide Squad, finally. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
Uh, shall we get into the movie, even
Uh,
though it's nothing much to talk about this movie?
so, last week I gave you a film called, it's got two names. One of them is A Robot in the Family, and the other one is A Robot Named Gold Digger.
Yeah.
And it's a movie about this Turkish immigrant who has a antique shop, and he's also an inventor, and uh, he makes this robot that detects gold, and it can call the police when there's an emergency, and it never shuts the fuck up, even when people are clearly
See,
making a scene around it.
the thing is, it's always a voiceover, which is a big issue.
Yes.
The voiceover is a really big issue, because it's not even funny. See, usually when I talk about comedies, I have one thing to say: if a comedy is not funny, it's bad.
Yes, straight up.
And these people just don't seem to get it.
But this one isn't
Like,
even. This is supposed to be a happy-go-lucky family film,
also a comedy. They asked for it to be a comedy.
which is also incredibly. Not only is it really racist in places,
Yeah, well, this is the 90s. You
and
kind of
like
expect it.
tonally numb, but it feels like nobody in this film knew what film they were making. Because
Well,
even the dialogue feels
I
like it's just there for the sake of being
listen.
there.
I read about the movie, and apparently, I was never meant to be the same movie. They wanted one thing, that the studio wanted a
If
different
it
thing.
quite it feels like it quite a bit because the robot just feels like he's not supposed to be there. If the robot wasn't there, it would have been a kind of decent film about a schlubby Turkish man who wants to get this crown. No, actually, no, he doesn't want to get any crown because he never knows about the crown. He wants to get this statue so he can get his valor to his antique shop that it's going out of business. And then plumbers come to the house for the septic tank, but then they stay in the house because the mother has shown him kids' cartoons and she's making him food.
It's not a good movie.
And
I mean,
then
John Rhys Davis plays as the supposed villain. Although, here's the problem: the movie is incoherent as fuck. This is
Yes.
probably the biggest issue.
You
It's
don't
incoherent.
understand what is going on.
I genuinely don't. I don't know what the fuck happened the whole movie.
I was
Genuinely.
I was watching it before we started. This is the first time I've sat through the entire film, and I genuinely left numb after that because it was incredibly like everybody's shouting, they're talking over each other. None of the characters make any sense because nobody's shown off to have any character traits. There's random dialogue ADR'd into the scenes that is just there for the sake of being there. The fucking robot, who you can see on the screen right there, doesn't shut his fucking mouth the whole time.
Ever. And it's not even funny. It's just drivel. Just
Even
pointless
even at the
drivel.
end when they're about to fucking die, he's singing nursery rhymes. And it's the same nursery rhymes he was singing earlier while he was going down the street because they didn't have any more ADR to put in. It is this movie is genuinely painful to like sit through.
Well, it's not as painful as you think it is. I was just bored because the movie has no hook to it. It's just not
But
interesting.
no, the movie has nothing to it. That's the thing.
Yeah. And the performances are still decent at times because John Rhys Davis at least
Yeah,
tries. He
he
tries.
hams it up big time. So
Joe
does
Pul-
Joe
Joe
Pantoliano.
yeah, Joe Pantoliano, he also tries. They all try. Here's the thing: it has genuine star power behind it,
Yeah, it's quite a few good
but it's
actors in
not
there.
enough.
Also,
But it's not enough.
what was up with John Rhys Davis's goons? His two goons throughout this film. He has these two guys that go around stealing shit for him because he's the rival antique shop next to the main
I
guy's
want to
shop.
point out. I want to point out that this is based on semi-true story.
Is it about the
Hmm
Suleiman crown?
No, not the cinema part. Uh, because I think that this was in here explained.
He actually did research.
I bet because I was bored as fuck while I was watching it. I can't seem to find it now. Apparently, afterwards, the guy that financed this got caught for smuggling fake antiques. I Some shit like this happened. I think it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, yeah. Give me a second. It was on the YouTube version because this movie is on the robot called Gold Digger. Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh yeah, a robot in the family. Yeah, no, it's robot in the family. How it's
Yeah,
spelled in YouTube.
it's a robot in the family there. If you search Gold Digger, you might. I got a different film last time.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, full. In it it says okay, so to say it quickly, dude wanted to make an indie comedy. He was thought it would be more back bankrollable
Uh-huh.
as a family movie. He then inserted a robot. In real life, filmmaker Jack Shaw is an antique dealer. They had a public rivalry with another antique dealer, like in the movie. In the way the entire movie is built on the filmmaker's pettiness. It should be also noted that years later, Jack was caught for selling fake antiques. Yeah, that happened.
I also love. I'm looking at the IMDb trivia right now, and the very top bit is the movie was featured in an episode of Red Letter Media web series Best of the Worst. That's the first thing that comes up.
I mean, this is kind of what pisses me about this movie because the ones they give you literally don't even have that. They don't even have fucking star power behind them. I fucking
Hmm.
love John Rhys Davis. He's done some of the schlockiest, cheesiest shit in existence, and it's always
He was also
enjoyable.
in Indiana Jones.
He was in a lot of places, bro. He was in fucking Sliders, and that's just one of my favorite TV series of all time.
Slider.
Sliders. He was also in that Cthulhu-based movie, sorry, Lovecraftian movie in the 80s. Let me just find it. God damn, he's done a lot of movies that I found on pure luck. I'm not even joking. I just found it on pure luck. I was like, oh, that's not bad.
Also, the robot itself is a nightmare to look at.
Mm, I mean, if he did it in the last second of it, yeah, I get it.
It is
It's fine.
genuinely hideous, and it's just
Mhm.
covered
Yeah,
in.
but it was inserted in the last second. That's why it's probably the voiceovers because they probably filmed the scenes after. This
Yeah,
this is my explanation, but I'm probably wrong, so don't mind me.
a lot of the scenes
Uh,
with the robot feel. even when they're interacting with him and they're talking to him, but he doesn't shut the
Oh yeah,
fuck up, and it just
yeah.
seems
He
so
filmed the
disjointed.
unname. He filmed the unnameable to the statement of Randolph Carter.
Fuck me.
I that movie I genuinely enjoy. Not even joking.
There's just so much in this film that makes zero sense, especially as I said about the two goons who stole things for John Rhys Davis, who I think was it Eli his name in the film.
He has like three names. I'll just double
Yeah,
check.
he
Eli, Taki, Rashmut, and Sashri.
yeah, they constantly stole things for him, these two goons. But every time they did, they were dressed up. Because the first time they steal something, they're
Oh,
dressed up
yeah.
as sailors.
Oh, I remember what movie I watched. A movie that was made in Canada that was fucking atrocious called Pin.
Pin? Just
I
P-I-N?
want, yes,
Pin movie.
I I want to explain to you a scene with the context for it. I'll
Is
start
it
with the
is it a
backstory.
horror film from 1988?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Was it 1991? It's a it's a fucking atrocious one. So two children
Yeah.
after the birthday, it's a
Two
brother and a
children,
sister.
and you just cut there. That's the scene.
No, no. After the sister's birthday, caught with a porn mag where they're looking at tits. Actually, the girl was looking at tits,
Nothing wrong with
and
that. Nothing wrong with
yes.
tits.
Oh, they're like around 9.
Oh no, that's wrong. That's very wrong.
Oh, trust me,
Never
this shit
mind.
only
That is
this is
very wrong.
this shit only just begins. And they get because the parents are stuck up bastards. They explain to them how sex works,
Okay.
trying to probably gross them out.
Yeah.
Including with showing Pin being used because Pin is the doll, a mannequin.
Yeah.
Because they're doctors, by the way. I mean, the father is a doctor and he has this mannequin called Pin. And
Uh-huh.
sh- the girl sees the penis on Pin and she starts giggling.
Oh, there's just a straight up penis on the doll in a
N-
film?
n- no, they don't show the penis on the doll. They just show. I mean, I'll get to another scene with that one, but yeah, let's go with that one.
Okay.
So what
Right,
happens
just
next?
just just FYI,
They
folks. A Robot in the Family is so shit and so boring. We've completely diverged from it.
yeah, because literally there's nothing to talk about there. It's just a bad movie.
It's just a bad, incoherent mess,
And
start to finish.
what happens next is they sit in the garden discussing what Pin told them about the sexual act, the act
Yeah.
of replication of the humankind. And the girl says, "Imagine mommy spitting on daddy's penis and shining it." I was laying in bed. I just suddenly woke up. I was like, "What the fuck? What the flying fuck was that?"
Uh,
And they start laughing. I was like, oh boy, oh no, 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 no,
tu, tu, tu,
no.
tu. It goes like a balloon, like.
I just fucking lost it. I was like, I, but oh dear lord. Also, there was a scene with Pin having sex with the mother, or mostly the mother using Pin as a fucking overglorified dildo, and the son witnessing it and being traumatized by it. Yeah, I watched that. I fucking
So
Canada. To be
I'm awkwardly scratching my head in denial because I don't want to think about that right now.
I yep, that happened. Okay, so for next week, I found this gem from 1991
Okay.
called Alien
Oh,
Beasts.
you fucker.
It's a 74-minute movie.
I have watched this film.
Are you sure about that?
Let me Google it to make sure that it's the one I'm thinking of.
No, it's not. Trust me, it's not.
Okay,
You
this is a
don't watch
completely different
this.
one I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Exactly, you have not watched this movie.
Special
I know it.
CIA unit must deal with humans who mutated into beasts after being exposed to alien radiation and evil terrorists who attacked the CIA base. Is this the plot summary of this film?
Yes, and I posted you the fucking extended link in the chat.
It's on YouTube anyway.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I lasted a whopping 10 minutes.
Oh no. Oh no, I don't know how to feel about that. I really
Be
don't know how to
fucking
feel
very
about
afraid.
that at all.
Be very afraid. I was so fucking confused as what was going on. I was like, yeah, okay, this one trumps Manhunt. This one just definitely trumps Manhunt. I have
Manhunt pissed me off so much I've actually started to make a video about it, like a full review. So expect that in the near future, I guess.
this movie was just worse.
Uh,
Everything I know about about Manhunt is out the fucking window. This is worse. 10 minutes. That's all I could
and bearing in
withstand.
mind, Manhunt came out in 2020,
Still,
which makes
Manhunt is a
makes things
fucking
even worse because that
no.
film was. Oh,
Listen, that film was more coherent than this piece of shit. Let me put it like this: this movie was so bad. I literally just thought to myself, "Wow, Manhunt is a fucking Oscar contender compared to this. This one
and
deserves the
Manhunt
fucking."
is an Oscar contender just for that one fight with the knives, where nobody touches the knives; they just flail their hands and beat with the
I mean,
music.
like I told you, Manhunt 2020 is a movie that's basically when you watch too many Seagal movies and try to emulate his style.
Oh no. Oh fuck me. But yeah, Robot in the Family, don't watch it. Unless you want to waste brain cells watching it. Uh don't. Just don't. Fuck me. Oh, I beat Blood.
Uh,
I haven't played Postmortem yet, but I beat episode 4. Whoever came up with the idea to fight the 3 final bosses before we fight the final boss was an asshole.
hmm, that shit's easy.
Although when you have a Tesla cannon, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, the whole fucking fight's a joke.
Yeah.
Getting there is a fucking travesty,
Getting
though.
getting to him, especially the level right before getting to him was just
Hmm. No, the level right before was fucking easy. The one before that, the one with the 4 fucking mother spiders.
uh, it's just the whole episode is torture until you get to
See,
him. And the
see,
boss fight is like, huh, oh,
easy.
oh.
The funny thing is, I even knew about the fucking the dually pistol, the akimbo. I was like, even easier.
It makes life a lot.
Oh my
It
god,
just
the guy!
gave me a
Listen,
lot
the
of
guy who
relief. Oh.
listen, the guy that made Alien Beasts in 2015 had a movie called Toxic Retards.
Oh, that's a title and a half. That. Hey, you see my movie?
Listen, if we get flagged, I'm okay with it because this shit
To
you
be
can't
honest
make
with you,
up.
I'm pretty sure that every episode that we've ever done might have gotten if we had enough subscribers to monetize these, we would have probably set up a Patreon by now because none of our episodes would have been monetarily friendly on YouTube.
Maybe.
Starting from episode 1 because our episodes average for what? One fuck every 5 minutes?
I'd go for one motherfucking every 2 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
And also fucking Randy.
And fucking Randy.
Fucking Randy.
Now that you're reminding me of Randy, yeah. I've got the guys I'm playing Dota with. Some of them have got the Epic Game Store. They're like, Evo, Civilization 6 is free on the Epic Game Store, and I'm like, that thing is coming nowhere near my computer
So
ever.
is me.
So they were
Because
like,
my
but
friends asked me to play GTA 5. I was like, no, but it's free. I was like, still no.
so they were like, but why? I'm like, because Randy Pitchford is a piece of shit. I'm like, but but it's just a web store. I'm like, no, Randy Pitchford is a piece of shit, and he does not deserve my money.
Well, no, because Randy Pitchford does not know. That was the other one, the guy behind the drill from Epic Games. I fucking forgot his name. Jesus.
No,
Randy
that's Cliffy B.
No, Cliffy B does not even do games anymore. He retired a long
No,
time
but
ago.
Randy is behind the Epic Game Store, right?
No,
Was he
no,
not?
he's not.
Who's
No,
behind
he's
the Epic
not.
Game Store?
The guy that's behind the fucking Epic Games. Team Sweeney. The guy that has been
Oh,
behind Epic Games since the fucking beginning. Epic Mega Games. I'm sorry, when they were doing Unreal games. Which was still good. Still fucking missing Unreal 1.
yeah.
It's a great game.
I want to play Unreal Tournament 2 now, or 2004.
Eh,
It was a good game. It's a fun game.
it's fine.
Fun arena sort of twitchy deathmatch game.
It's fine.
I mean, nothing beats Quake 3, but
I mean, Counter Strike.
no. In Quake
Yes.
3, when I aim my gum, yes, my bubble gum.
Wrong,
When
because
I
you still have a spread on most
they're
weapons.
still spread, but when I aim it at the person, it shoots in that direction, not at my feet.
Well, that's because you can't control the fucking spray.
spray my
See,
ass.
it's skill.
It's
You need
not.
to
Bullets
you need
travel straight when you shoot them. They don't
it's
automatically fall out the gun and trickle down like a fucking spout.
they they go up because the recoil's
No,
up was
I'm not talking up. One of my favorite things I've ever done in Counter Strike is shoot somebody point blank and see my bullet ping at my feet.
no, that doesn't ever fucking work.
Also, the
22 years playing the game. 22 years, not
interpolation in
one.
that game is also shit because the amount of times I've shot somebody and blood's come out of them and then it got killed
No,
and the game
no,
and the game goes you didn't shoot
no,
that
that's
person at all.
no, that's because it's a 64 tick server, which is completely different. That's server-sided issues.
Even when I'm playing with bots, I don't think so.
Yes, it's still 64 tick.
It's
Ticks
all
matter.
to be fair.
Ticks means
That's
how half
also
of your shit goes in.
yeah that's also a source engine issue because Team Fortress
No, it's not a
has
source.
it.
No, it's not a source engine issue. It's a Volvo issue because they could fucking make those 128 ticks, but they don't
Yeah,
want to.
Dota runs at 90, I think.
But ticks don't matter in Dota as much as they do
They
in Counter
kind of
Strike.
do because the amount of times I've actually, especially recently after an update where people's game kept crashing, so they updated it to fix it. I will TP in, I'll get my teleport ready, and I'll place it on a tower, and then my character will just sit there until I do it again because it didn't register the first time I did it, even though I went through the motions.
But that's a bug in the game because here's the thing: that's not server-sided. Server-sided means something completely different.
I don't know.
Server-sided is when you shoot and you go into the replay, you see that where your shots connect,
Yeah.
but you know that the game does not interpret those as hit shots because that shit always happens in 64 ticks. In 128, it doesn't.
Yeah. Look, if I can play a Call of Duty server with 100 ping and get better results, that says something about Counter Strike servers.
Well, also COD is a lower skill game than Counter Strike.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that the
It,
bullets actually fly
it,
where you want them to fly when the server works.
so do mine, but then again, I spend time practicing and learning the
Yeah.
basic mechanics that make the game function.
I don't play Counter Strike. Although I did
See,
beat the studio time in the course, in the training course, so
oh, that's easy.
I guess I did good there.
Yeah, that's easy. I used the AWP actually. That's the funniest shit ever.
I think I
It's
went
just
to it
running.
with a M4, the silenced one,
Oh yeah, the silenced one's good.
because
I
it's
actually played the silenced one
one of the
because,
few guns that shoot straight. Yeah.
well, no. I mean, depends. It's difficult to explain it. But you have a spread that you need to learn and master. So every time you shoot and spray like a complete fucking idiot, you need to control the spray. So you need to do the reverse of where the bullets are actually going. The way you actually learn it is stand on a medium range on a wall, just hold left click and see how the bullets spread. Then you do exactly the reverse of where the bullets are going, and you keep them in a small enough pocket that you can actually land shots. That's how you spray.
Yeah.
And then you need to learn how to overcompensate for the distance that you're spraying at.
We're talking about Counter Strike still.
Yeah, the game is
Yeah.
multifaceted. That's probably one of the reasons why people still play to this day because it takes actual skill.
Well, no, 'cause
Really,
if it's on, if it's there, it's there. You know, if it's in
yeah.
the scene, that means it's doing something right.
And a lot of people just don't fucking want to spend it. They just want to run and gun. And running and gunning is never a good thing in Counter Strike.
Now that's why some people are going away from the new COD because the newest one is kind of doing the Counter Strike thing where guns actually have recoil now and you have to aim them.
Mm. And imagine my fucking surprise with that one. Also, how the fucking to watch top tier 3 professionals in NA are switching to Valorant, which is kind of funny.
Yeah,
Because
Valorant is apparently not bad, but it's a
I've saw
very
stream.
weird mishmash between Overwatch and Counter Strike.
No, it's a League of Overwatch Global Duty
Yeah, it is something like that, isn't it?
Battlefield.
Well, Warface just brought out a new Warface game where it's basically Counter Strike.
Well, I don't know. Many people are trying to take the crown. They probably won't.
They
That's like
won't.
saying that.
If Counter
That's like
Strike's been
saying that
around for
WoW's
so
got it.
long, nothing's gonna take the crown away. The same as the casual players switching from Call of Duty. They never will.
Exactly. I mean, let me put it like this. Vesco was really right about this because every time a new fucking MMO comes out, it's gonna be the WoW killer. It's gonna
No.
kill WoW. I've yet to see that happen.
If
Just yet to
WoW
see.
has been around for so long,
It's still
even
gonna
though
be
it's
there.
fundamentally flawed and nobody wants to acknowledge those flaws, it's not going away, and I don't think anybody's actually gonna, get ahead of it.
Game still thrives.
Yep.
Same as the Counter Strike. Regardless of what happens, game still gonna play. I'm not gonna play Valorant. I don't fucking care about Valorant. what I do care about is Counter-Strike, and I'll play Counter-Strike as much as I can till
Yeah.
it fucking dies out. Because I think I calculated 22 years I've been playing the game.
See, that's why I'm playing Dota 2, because when you're in a stack with people, it's actually enjoyable.
I mean, I also play with stacks of people.
Yeah.
I've met some really nice people in Counter-Strike. I've met some really toxic ones. I've met a lot of
Were
people.
they Russian?
No, not always. I've
Probably
met
Russian.
toxic French, toxic fucking Germans, toxic UK shitters,
Everybody's
toxic.
toxic when they want to be toxic. We lost a game
Yeah,
last night because some guy just decided to be a passive cunt, but life is life, I guess.
I mean, it happens. Like last night, I had one of my worst games in CS:GO in a long time. People were fucking okay with it because they weren't performing much better, so there was no point in flaming. And I was like, I'm sorry, guys. I was like, listen, you played like shit, but so did we, so it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just you, it's all of us. I'm like, well, yeah. I
No,
mean,
that it was
granted,
the funniest thing because we ended the game and the guy started flaming me for some reason, and then the whole other team jumped on him and like, "You were shit. It wasn't the keeper of the light that was shit." I'm like, "Thank you, I tried."
listen, the same shit happens occasionally in Smite when post fucking the lobby because you can't really touch the enemy team.
Yeah.
It's just a shit show happens. And I remember this one time, this fucking imbecile playing a really shit fucking game. He went so fucking behind in Aram and
What
all
position?
no, mid.
All
It's
right.
just the only mid Aram
Uh huh.
or random all mid.
Okay.
And I was sitting there, and I was sitting there like, bro, you built like a fucking idiot. You did nothing. You went. I was playing support. I was frontlining, and I was 5 levels above you, and you were an assassin. You couldn't fucking kill shit.
You kidding me? I
I was.
we played in a 4 stack the other night or a 3 stack, and I was the support for the team, and I came out with the most kills in the whole server.
I mean, it happens occasionally,
Yeah.
but here's the
I
thing.
won MVP
I'm.
and everything. That was great.
I'm. My job is to go in, eat every fucking out possible, peel the
Yeah.
backline away as far as possible, create space for my team to just go and murder them, and probably beat their active set. I'm like, yeah, okay, do your job.
Smite is
That's
a lot
fine.
more fighting based, isn't it? It's not that much farming based. Or
Uh,
does it have jungles and shit?
yeah, it's jungles. Smite is one of the games that I said 1,000 times. I make more decisions in a single round of CS:GO than I do in a whole fucking conquest game in Smite,
Yeah.
and that's just pathetic. As conquest games go for like 40 minutes, that's just not good.
Standard Dota time then,
Well,
give or
kinda.
take.
Maybe
Although
some of.
Dota did change because they rebalanced it recently, where the games before they rebalanced it were between 30 and 40 minutes. Now they're between 45 to an hour because they slowed down the gold per minute sort of thing, or
Yeah,
the
I
gold
mean,
per hit, I should say.
it's kind of the same. I mean, you have your stuff you need, you have your objectives to do, but goddamn, I literally make no fucking decisions in that game. That's why I don't play Conquest, because 40 minutes I can play 2 assault games, Aram,
Hmm.
at least have some decisions to make is how to curve out my fucking items, because you can't buy items until you die. So it's really key for you
Oh, really?
when to die. Yeah, that's kind of why I fucking play that, because I actually have decisions to make. For once. I'm sitting there
You
going
can't
like,
just switch your brain off.
yeah, because I don't build the same fucking 8 items in on a rotation based on what the fuck I'm facing, because it's the same shit every
See, that
fucking
really
time.
pisses me off about Dota because a lot of people think that because they've seen something happen in a pro game once and it working, and every time they're like, "Let's gather here for smoke and let's gank them." I'm like, they just killed Roshan and their carry is 4 levels above our carry. We're not gonna win. No, but let's smoke and let's gank. Then we smoke, we team wipe, and the person that smoked goes, "You guys are shit." It's like just the meta doesn't always work in casual settings. Just play the fucking game the way you want to play it, and if you're winning, win. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, kind of the same. Like, what's the point? I mean, the one thing I like about Dota is you have options and you
Yeah.
have decisions to make.
Well, with Dota, the
Granted,
best thing about it, you can play any character in any position if you wanted to.
yeah, that doesn't always pan out for Smite because they used to do that, but apparently it's a bad idea because you have fucking assassins who have higher base damage and pen than the actual supports playing as support, so they create crazy fucking pressure and crazy clear. It's just, balancing is an act, and sometimes it's fucking
Yeah.
impossible. Because now how they nerfed half the fucking assassins, and some of them I actually liked
Are they
playing.
like the agility characters of the game, or?
Not necessarily. Basically you have two types of people, characters: ability-based characters,
Okay.
and basic attack characters.
Okay.
Same goes for assassins. And some of the two best ability-based assassins that were played in support were fucking crazy. One of them was Neja, who's basically he's notice he gets you up in the sky and you're basically out of the combat for like 4 seconds. And you build him as support. He doesn't do damage, but that's 4 seconds that you can take out. Let's say the carry.
It's a really good disable, yeah.
And people figured it out. They started using it. They nerfed him because he's one that also shreds protections when it bounces between guards because it's basically a bounce ring.
Mhm.
And they nerfed that. They nerfed him completely. He's practically the really fucking. Well, he's not the most horrible one, but he's not great. You have
Speaking of
occasionally
nerfs, Huskar needs a nerf. Do you know
every
why?
fucking time because every fucking time the guy
Do you know
just
how
goes.
Huskar used to have the thing where he pops it and then it gives him a bunch of regen, and he can just jump at you with the flaming spears and kill you?
That's what I did back when
Yeah.
I played Dota.
Like you
And
use the ultimate, he jumps, he flame spears you, and that's it. And then he pops the regen after the fight. Well, now the inner regen that he gets as a passive isn't a passive anymore. It is also a pushback disarm.
Get fucked, nerd.
So you can literally, he is unkillable if he gets like a couple of items. And it feels like he's that special kid in class that his mom cut his sandwiches in circles or something. Because he's like, ooh, I'm getting hit too much. Ooh, everybody's disarmed, and it's like a 200 units pushback.
Oh, if I remember correctly, Dota didn't have life steal negations and shit that disables regen.
It does, but the support needs to be alive to do that, and the support is usually dead by then.
Yeah, that's the problem because a lot of times you build anti-life gain items.
Yeah, there's a couple of characters have purge, and there's the urn. If you upgrade it to soul vessel, that can stop any sort of regen.
Yeah, that's it's kind of sucks because we have a lot of options, including actives, to do that. And kind of why. Also, the other one is Circuit, and Circuit's ult is basically a disable on all life gain from a singular person, and also does true damage. Not much, but still
Well, no,
enough.
that's why you have Doom in Dota, because he can just doom you and you can't do shit. Except
Well, you can.
we had a game with a Doom yesterday, and he was just shit. He did not know. He just didn't know when to doom people. And he always doomed the wrong one.
I mean, it happens. I mean, Circuit's kind of difficult to play. They nerfed her completely because release Circuit was a fucking travesty.
Yeah, yeah. But
I spent hours.
Dota's about the same. Like the one character that got released recently who needs
Oh,
a serious nerf, he hasn't been nerfed yet, which is a pain in the ass.
oh,
But
should I mention that the Circuit also has a taunt
okay.
that basically enables her to do a one basic for free if she's good, maybe Bob. And you have items that specifically enhance your next basic after you use your next basic.